Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Alexis Piper, your lifestyle strategist and spiritual developer for you to navigate life's difficulties from a secure and stable, sound, sustained, woven womanhood. All right. And so today's video is going to address this thing to where we're like, Jesus, just take it away, fix it. Okay. If you've ever been there, raise your hand in the comments. Okay. You're just like, Jesus, take it away. Fix it. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And so if that has ever been you, if you raised your hand in the comments, that's okay. Don't be no shame in your game. Okay. Have no shame in your game. But we want to deal with the element of womanhood at the roots. Okay, for true sustainability and security in your womanhood, you want to step into this system where we are truly navigating soil so that it secures your root system. All right. And ultimately, that is you in and with Christ. And he then equips you, supports you, trains you, okay, in this strategy for how to allow your womanhood to bloom and blossom. And that blooming and blossoming is you gaining confidence, courage, right? To do hard and even in the heavy things, that you can do it. The courage and the confidence to have those hard conversations, to do the heavy lifting, all right? Because you have his support and you have his ongoing strength and you have his presence plus his power, all right? It's unmatchable. And so when you find yourself saying this, Jesus, fix it, I want for you to consider, are you trying to shortchange your own development? Ooh. Okay. Consider that. Are you trying to shortchange your own development? And the reason why that is going to be so significant in your womanhood sustainability is because what we shortchange and where we don't develop, we remain defeated, we remain in excuses, we remain in cycles, and we remain in patterns that do not propel us forward, but that keeps us stagnant. Okay? And so instead of the Jesus fix it, I want you to start saying, Jesus, teach me how to navigate through this. Teach me how to rise above this. Teach me how to give me the courage I need to do what I need to do. Because sometimes, yes, Jesus will fix it, but a lot of the times he will deal with the root of the issue in you. To why that situation is present in the first place, or is continuously showing itself in your life, in your womanhood, in your relationship, so on and so forth. Okay? And so when Jesus wants to deal with your roots, you can no longer excuse and shortchange your own development. You shouldn't. If you are wanting to be committed to a secure womanhood, a woven womanhood, a sound and sustained womanhood, you need to solidify yourself at the root. So you can't allow yourself to shortchange. So instead of shortchange, I want you to think solidify. When you want to instantly, Jesus fix it, shortchange, I want you to instantly think, no, solidify. Solidify yourself at the roots, meaning that you are going to have a part to play. Yes, you are going to have a part to play. See, sometimes we look at God as just this quick magician who comes in and does all the work for us, and then, whew, we can breathe. But Jesus wants you to learn how to live life bold, strong, and courageous, like a winner and successful daughter of God does. And that stability of your root is going to help you get the support and the sustainability that you're really looking for. You really are tired of being knocked around by life. You really are tired of finding yourself in the same pattern of decision making that's a hindrance to your growth. or to your prayer request, or to your, what you envision for yourself. You really don't want that anymore. And in order to come up out of that, you have a part to play. Okay? You have a part to play. And so you're going to have to choose life in partnership with God. In partnership, yes, you are solely dependent upon him, but in your dependency upon him, you're also choosing to walk with him. Partnership, doing life in and with him, to help you, teach you, train you on how to switch gears so that you're not repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And so in doing that, he wants you to examine your root, because your Jesus fix it, God. Get me out of this, God. Just let them stop calling me, God. Just let them leave me alone, God. Just let them, whatever it is, okay, for you. It's really something that is now saying, let's examine the root, daughter. Is it fear? Do you have a fear here? A fear of letting people down? A fear of letting people down? Do you have a fear of having hard conversations? Do you have a fear, of using your voice? Do you have a fear of people misinterpreting what you're trying to say? Is there a fear there? Is there complacency there? Is there comfort there? Like, have you just gotten comfortable with this being what it is in your life? And so you're like, Jesus, fix it, but because I really ain't gonna do nothing about it. And I'm telling you, there are times when he does show up and do that for you, because he know that you can't do it and that you won't do it. All right. There are going to be times when he does that, but there are a lot of times still where that root still has to be dealt with, so that even if Jesus just does it for you, do you have what it takes to learn how not to put yourself right back in that same situation or predicament? So if you have gotten to a place to where now you're lazy about your lifestyle and you're lazy about your life, God is going to say, no, you can't. Laziness, that's idleness, and idleness is not of my character, and that's not the office that I call you as a daughter and a woman to sit in. I don't call you, and I did not create you to sit in laziness or to be idle in your mind and in your lifestyle. I created and called you to have authority and power in your own decision making and in your own lifestyle choices. Therefore, God is going to teach you how to become sustained. See, you want to examine this root issue so that you won't keep repeating the same pattern. All right? And so you're going to have to face some things. You're going to have to face the person who you want God to just remove out of your life. You're going to have some hard conversations. So this facing is going to be in word or in action, or word meaning in conversation, or in action meaning in a decision or thing that you're going to have to do. So maybe you're going to have a hard conversation with somebody that you've been wishing would just leave you alone and disappear out of your life. Maybe you're going to have to take a bold move in order to do something about this issue. So instead of Jesus fix it, I want you to get into the mindset of, I want to do this in partnership with you, God. Teach me, okay, how to be secure and sustained as I walk in partnership with you. So because here's the thing, I don't want you to become deceived, and neither does the Lord want you to become deceived in this statement. Because here's what is easy to say. Oh, it's going to get better. I'm going to get better. It's going to get better. And you are really in a element of hope, but it has no substance. See, when you say things like, oh yeah, it's going to get better, I'm going to get over it, because you're in a hard time, you're in a heavy emotional place, you're in, some things places that you really don't want to be, you're in the life difficulties. And how you're surviving that is by you telling yourself it's going to get better. That's you in survival mode. That's you in coping mode. But God is wanting you to get in this woven woman system is about you coming out of surviving and coping and to truly conquering, navigating life difficulties. Okay, so you want to learn not just to survive and cope, but to truly conquer the circumstance, the difficulty, that element. And so I'm coming to give you the life strategy that you need, the wisdom from heaven that you need to incorporate into your womanhood, so that you no longer survive and cope off of, oh, it's going to get better, he's going to get better, I'm going to get better, they're going to get better. And there is no follow through, and there is no forward movement. So what do I mean when I say there is no follow through or no forward movement? That means you're saying, oh, it's going to get better, I'm going to get better, it's going to get better, they're going to get better, yet you are still doing the same thing. There's no change in your approach, in your mindset, in your actions. There is no facing the issue, and therefore your root has now become complacent in the coping and in the surviving. I want you to consider this. How will it, you, them, they, that get better if there is no different approach taken? How is it going to get better if you're not going to do the bold move and face the issue, have the conversation, do what you need to do, partner up with God to get the strength, the courage, and the confidence to navigate life more successfully and in conquering that thing, if you keep doing the same thing you've been doing? I'm just want to tell you, it's going to take a different approach. It's going to take you to solidify your roots. It's going to take you to partner up with God. It's going to take you to walk in your courage and confidence and boldness that only heaven has breathed upon and within you. Tap into that so that you can conquer, because it won't get better if you keep being the same and doing the same and accepting the same and tolerating the same and doing the same thing. Okay? Okay? Okay, so what can you do to change that? Instead of, oh, it's going to get better, what you can do is begin to say, God, give me the power, give me the strength, give me the confidence to do what I need to do in partnership with you, as often as I need to do it. Because sometimes you think, nope, I did it, it's done. And then here they come calling you again. Here the thing comes facing you in the face again, and so you have to have the stamina, the sustainability to keep doing what you need to do as often as you need to do to get the different result. Okay? Yes, you can. I want you to type in the comments, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Type it in the comments. I want to see it coming through in the comments, because you need to start talking and encouraging yourself. Okay? You need to start solidifying your root system instead of excusing it away, shortchanging yourself. All right? God loves you. I love you. How much do you love yourself? How much are you going to tap into the love that God has for you? Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Partner with God. It's your way out, okay? It's your way into navigating life successfully, boldly, and secure, and woven and held together, sustained womanhood. I will see you in our next video. Our social media platforms will be linked in the description box below.